and there's tumbleweeds, and there you go. So if you do come, make sure you bring a piece of cardboard, because there's a really good slope there I reckon the kids would love. A little bit of gap sealer in some of these walls, but there. So this is actually like a vegetable bomb Alaska.
We've just left Bendigo. Yay!
Yep, so this is series 3 of our trips. Last time we left Bendigo it was pouring with rain. Today it's cold but it's dry, which is good. So we're heading north. We're going up towards Sea Lake. Joe's found a nice camp. What's the name of the place?
I think it's Nandali or something.
So I think
well, we might camp somewhere along there. Or...
yeah, we'll see how we go. So we're pretty stocked up. Looking forward to going north where it's going to be warmer. This is our first day on the road. We left Bendigo this morning at about 10:30. Decided not to go very far at all, so we're at Quambatook and we're at the Weir, which is a free camp, and we'll just have a quick look. We're actually camped over there, and there's male and female toilets there, but we'll talk more about that later. Pretty good. They've got rubbish bins and tables. Tables look a bit wonky, but we'll check them out. It's a good turnaround area here too, so if you come in and change your mind, you can actually turn around and then head out back down that road there. Yeah, that table has probably seen better days. Quite nice though. Lots of ducks flying off down there. You can easily get in here with a rooftop and just spend the night here. It's quite nice. Obviously people have had fires here before. It looks like a big fish over there. But in the middle of a lot of wheat country, it's actually quite nice to come across a water hole. And it's obviously all year round with all those reeds. And those duck friends are pretty happy. So now let me show you the toilets. You've got to see the toilets. I think it'd pay to be self-contained here. And the reason I say that is, apart from probably snakes around here, when we actually go inside, we've got the toot, and there's tumbleweeds, and there you go. There's a real toilet, a real Aussie toilet. I don't think I'd want to put my bot on there. I can even see some spider webs there. So this is urinal, and when you think you're all plumbed up here, you come out here to have a look, and there it is there. It goes straight out that hole there. So I think if Matt Quambatook Plumbing, our son-in-law, was here, he would have rigged that up a little bit better. But yeah, definitely be self-contained. This is the weir wall, and it obviously can be moved, I'd say electrically, to raise and lower the gates there. And then when it's flooding, it'll actually go further down the creek there. It's quite an impressive little weir actually for the middle of nowhere. So even though we've got a stand-up fire pit, we had a little bit of an ember come down here that could have actually caught this on fire. So Joey's done a really good job. She's gone through and used a shovel to clear the area around it, and we'll make sure it's actually out before we go to bed tonight. Good job, Joey. Was that your exercise? Oh yeah, as we were talking. So there you go. We'll need to stamp that one out too. Luckily that fell in the zone where Joey had actually done her shoveling. Good on you, Joey.
Would have gone up otherwise.
This is our first night out on Series 3.
We're not relaxed yet.
No, we need a few more days probably.
We need to.
But look at that tree. It's huge and gorgeous. So we actually drove up past Swan Hill today and then followed the Murray along. We're just here at Robinvale, about 4 or 5 k's out of Robinvale. We've got some groceries in town. This is called Martin's Camp on the Murray River. It's also called Easter Camp. So as you can see, a nice river view there. Should have had the boat. And it goes all the way around here. And that's us over there. So we're just going to spend the night here. Oh, there's a willow tree down there. That's quite nice. And yeah, make our plans for tomorrow. We'll probably be heading over the river. And I reckon maybe somewhere near Mungo National Park. So that should be good. There's nothing like waking up after a good night's sleep and looking out and seeing the Murray River and the mist. And the sun's about to rise. The Murray River is really peaceful when it's not in flood, and at the moment it's spectacular. But there's a reminder here of where the flood levels were, that high. Like, that would be well over the top of our van. And you can see there too, and on those trees over there. It's the mighty Murray. Does a lot of damage when it floods. We're in Mildura, crossing the Murray River, heading towards Wentworth. We are now in New South Wales. Welcome to New South Wales. So to the left we've got the Calder Highway, Mildura, going over the Murray. To the right we've got the Silver City Highway, which is going to take us to Wentworth. Coming into Wentworth from the east, and this is where the Darling River meets the Murray. So we're going to check that out. Darling River. Here's the Murray-Darling Junction down here. Let's go. Number 10 and Murray-Darling Junction. So we've got the Murray River running down here, and this is where the Darling River actually starts and goes, and we'll be following that up. Really nice little park here. Toilets. And just down there, it looks like there's a viewing platform. We'll go and have a quick look. So there's the viewing platform. Here we've got a mural of the Grey Fergie tractor. So back in 1956, when the floods were at their highest, it was the Ferguson that was the backbone tractor that helped sandbag or back up all the dirt so that saved the town from flooding. There's another Grey Fergie monument. That's a TE20 tractor. You can see on the back it's got some sort of scoop which would have been used when it was fighting to keep the flood water out of town. They certainly like their Fergie tractors here in Wentworth. This is the information centre at Wentworth, and they've got a lot of good information, including all the information you need to know when you do the Darling River run. So because it goes through all these different shires, you can actually look at these QR codes to find out what the road conditions are like, and if there are any other things you need to know. But I've got lots and lots of information here. Yeah, come in and they'll look after you. And there's also an op shop just next door, so you need to actually check out the op shop and the beautiful buildings. This is the handout that they give you, the local map of Wentworth from the information centre, and they've highlighted a few things for us to see, including the Perry Sandhills, which is 4 k's out, so we're going to head out and have a look at it, and then we're going to look around town. When you actually come to the end of the Bitumen Road, just turn left and you can actually see the sand dune over there. Just follow the road along to there, park and then walk to the top. But You can also do a quicker one to these sand dunes here. We've got toilets here and undercover tables, so you can bring a picnic even if it's raining. And some information about the sandhills. You can see here the size of the area, so it's quite a big area. It looks like they have music concerts or movies here. They've also found fossils here dating well over 50,000 years ago. So yeah, good one, Wentworth. Not far out of town you come across the Perry Sandhills, and yeah, quite a big sandhill. You can actually see the orange colours over in the distance. So if you do come, make sure you bring a piece of cardboard, because there's a really good slope there I reckon the kids would love. This is called the God Tree. It'd have to be one of the biggest trees I've ever seen. You wouldn't want to camp under it. And it's still alive and ticking. And it's been here for quite a few years. So this is the old Wentworth jail. Unfortunately it's closed today because the gentleman's sick. But what you can do is you can actually get online with Wentworth audio tours. And there's actually one here of the old jail, so you can drive around the jail, Junction Island, Perry Sandhills, and you've just got all this information. Looks like a fair bit of history here. I'd say that there's been a few notorious convicts and bad people living here. And if you go over the road, we've got the museum here, and so the museum is actually the Pioneer Museum, so that's also well worth a look. Wentworth is definitely an RV friendly town. You've got your dump point, you've got your water, they consider you with turnaround points. There's a 24-hour park area over here they can stay at, which would be a good place to stay if you're just passing through. Or you've got over here around the Oval. I'm not sure, but you'd probably have to pay a little bit of money there, but definitely free over here. Rotary have put on a little display here. I'd say all these implements would have been used around the farms in the early days. Hand operated chaff cutter. You get your muscles using that one. And then we've got this nice big steam tractor here, the Demon. 8 horsepower steam engine. And I reckon that's had a fair bit of use too. Good on you, Rotary. There's McClement House. This is made of Murray pine drop log, constructed. It was built as Wentworth's first courthouse at the lower end of Darling Street in 1863. It was replaced and then moved here to enhance its preservation. Probably need a little bit of gap sealer in some of these walls, but yeah, it'd be nice and cosy. I like the veranda around the outside. It's pretty good. Here's the PS Ruby paddle steamer, which would have been going up the Murray and the Darling River, and I can say that it is still floating, which is a testimony to the building of PS Ruby. Check out those lights in the front. So the possum, David James Jones, 1901 to 1982. A willow, the wisp nomadic recluse who lived for 54 years in the bushland downstream of Wentworth. Well, mate, you're a hard worker. You've been looking out for us for a while. Very still now. And looks like you've chopped your tree down over there. Living the dream. And I've just come to Richie's IGA and I've come across Claude. And Claude is also known as the Mower Man. So Claude, what are we doing here?
I've been pushing a lawnmower around this country for 13 years.
13 years, that's a long time to be pushing your lawnmower.
Yes, but I only do 5 to 7 months a year somewhere in Australia.
Yes.
I've been to every state, including Tasmania.
Oh, well done.
I fundraise for Brave Hearts,
Yes.
supports and counsel children sexually abused, and Ditto
Yes.
goes into schools and
Oh,
teaches
well
children
done, yes.
how to be safe from child sexual assault.
Oh, well. And you're doing a really good job there. And I've already put my money in.
Yeah.
And so what's this over here? You're pushing your lawnmower. So
Yeah. I push a lawnmower to get people's attention.
Yes.
And I've been, as I said, I've been in every state with it.
Okay. So did you see Mr. Albanese here? Have you been?
Yeah, well, I was last year. I was voted in as Queensland Senior Queenslander of the Year.
Oh, well done! Congratulations for that. No, well done. And that's your lawnmower. Have you raised $1.8 million?
I raised just over 1.8 million.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a bit of an old sign. So I reckon you've probably earned some more since then.
Yeah.
So what's on your handlebar? You've got a horn there, and what else? What happens when you press the horn? Pull the horn. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well done, mate. You're doing a really good job.
Thank you.
And look after yourself, and we'll see you on the road.
We will.
Okay, see you, mate.
Thanks. See ya.
So this is the track into our camp here. It's not too bad. Some of the tracks further up are a little bit steeper and tighter, but this one here seems to be quite good. There's a little bit of a hairy bit here, but we easily got our van down the slope here. So it's a nice area. The only trouble here is there's no sunlight and nice big trees. And then if we go through here, in our caravan, and there's Joey. She's out in the sun. She sent me shopping so that she could do a reading, but she looks like she's making sure the soul is all good too. So there she is. She's going to give you a wave. Yeah, good on you, Joey. Joe from Bendigo. This is our camp called Banks of Darling River. That's on Wiki. 18-kilometre camp is that flat area down there, and we're just this little bit further up. It's not a bad place except for you've only got a small window for your sun, so we're using our blanket here to try and get a little bit more solar in before the sun disappears behind the trees. The river has definitely got blue-green algae. It's not swimmable. I didn't put my yabby pots in at all. We have sheep friends that actually come down the other side, and you wouldn't want to accidentally fall down there. But quite a nice camp nevertheless. And there's the river. If you actually head from our camp here and follow the tracks right around, it's harder to get to, but there's a couple of really good camps we've noticed on our walks where you can actually go and have a lot more solar and a good look at the river. But the trouble is, when you come in for the first time, you usually try and find whatever you can as quick as you can, and it's usually late in the afternoon, but this is good. And this is our home for 3 nights. Getting a bit windy up there, time to come home.
Landing.
So we need to get the wok really hot. So it's right into the fire. Joe made sure we had tin foil on the handle. We're going to do a stir fry tonight. We bought some of those Aldi $7 steaks, but they're too thin. So I reckon the stir fry will be the way to go. So I was getting supplies. Joe actually got all of our veggies and that cut up and together. We've got that flaming effect here. Yeah, right, look at that. Look at our own fireworks, look at this. We're doing the veg first because we've got carrots, and carrots take a little bit longer. So this is actually not fire to fork, this is actually fire to wok. We've got garlic in there, we've got beans, we've got carrots, we've got red peppers. So this is actually like a vegetable bomb Alaska. And you've got a bit of a show at the same time. We've got hoisin sauce, we've got fish sauce. No, we haven't got fish sauce. We've got soy sauce and brown sugar. And so we're going to make sure we put that in. I'm sure it's going to turn out well. So I've actually put the steak to the rear near the fire. Did the veggies first, and check that out. It's all happening. Veggies are nearly cooked. Give it probably another 2 minutes, and we'll just toss it, and it'll be jobs on. Okay, there it is. Looks like a good meal on the banks of the Darling River. So we're trying to initiate our satellite phone, Immersat phone here, and we can receive calls, but we can't actually send calls. And we're in a bit of a loop here because I've emailed them a few times and they're telling me what's wrong.
We are taking longer to answer than we'd hoped. If you would prefer an agent call...
So anyway, it's taken a while to do, so we're going fairly remote tomorrow and we need to get this sorted out. So we're doing lots of Googling and we're just going to get back to the service providers, as the phone says, and hopefully we can sort it out. Let you know how we go. So we were waiting in line for a fair while and we decided to have another think about it. And like with computers, it's sometimes been just a reset. So we hit the reset button knowing we're going to lose all our contacts. But it turns out that it works now. So she's a worker. And all our contacts were saved to our SIM card, now copied back to the main phone. So we're very happy. So no more chasing things up on the internet, and we're getting messages in. What do you reckon, Joey?
Like your brother said, if in doubt, turn it off and turn it back on again.
Yep.
Graham.
Thanks, Joe. Here we go.
You've got the flames on again.
That's okay, I've cleaned it. Okay, so that's a wrap for our camp here, which is on the, what river is it?
The Darling River.
I knew that. Let's start again. Okay, so that's a wrap for our camp on the Darling River. This will be our third night here. We're packing up tomorrow to head up to Mungo National Park. And what's the name of the camp we're staying at there, Joey?
I think it's Top Hut Camp.
Yeah, it's a free camp. It's not a free camp. It's a
Start
again. Okay, ready.
Yep.
What camp were you staying at, Joe? Start again. You're picking your nose. What camp were you staying at, Joe?
Top Hut National...
Start again. What camp were you staying at, Joe? Stop. Oh, I think you're picking your nose again. So, this is meant to be quick. Okay, so what camp were you staying at near Mungo, Joe?
it's called Top Hut.
Yes.
And it's a private property.
Yep.
It's right on the edge of the national park, but looks like it'll be a good camp. It's $10 a night.
Per person, so that should be really good. We've had a pretty good go here. Sorry about the last couple of videos, they looked a bit blurred. I think it was either satellite interference or Joe was trying to fuzzy up my face and block me out, but I'm going to put it up anyway.
I had nothing to do with it, Graham.
Oh, okay.
It's all you.
It's all me.
You did it to yourself.
I did. Oh, I don't want to do it to myself. Anyway, so if you like these videos, please subscribe, share it with your friends, and get ready for the next adventure at Mungo National Park. See ya.
See ya.